Hey everybody, Nullface here with another Eternal Evolution video. This time we're going to take a look at the Ancient Altar and see what we can do this week. I've not done any of my keys yet. I tested a few teams. We did make some good progress on the overall account since last time. So I'll go ahead and run through normal, which I've definitely killed, hard, which I was able to one key last week, and then we'll try the remainder on hell. Not sure we'll be able to kill it, but it's worth a try, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe mess around with a few different champ configurations or hero configurations and see what works the best. Go ahead and skip through this, get through the easy ones first. I know where the last three keys are going. I'm experimenting with a team like this a little bit on Hell. It's been recommended a few times that I've seen in both Discords and on Dan Heilman's stream that he does on Sundays. So we'll give it a shot. My Leo is still pretty low evolution level, but he's a really solid champ. What is he? Yeah, here. So it might work either way. Team 2 will definitely take down the shield. I think one of the things I'm going to play around with is, does Score and Hattie do the most damage here? Or should I bring in either Artis for defense down from this guy, or switch Bailey out of the first team? We'll see, and then this group should handle the boss just fine. I do manual Rez and Emma, not in the first two fights, but in Hell mode I do manual those to make sure they go off at least slightly optimal times. I have not managed to down the second mini boss of Hell yet, so it still do have the shield to contend with. These are nice and quick though. Bailey, someday you'll get the rest of your evolutions. Is decent for a damage comparison though, if nothing else. He did in the one test run I did on Hell, he did do the most damage until he got bonked, and then that didn't last. He just doesn't have the EO levels to survive very long. Hercules did survive the whole time as the tank here, so that was a decent substitution. I don't know. We'll test the damage though with him versus Artis. I just stole all of Oak's talent juice and put it over onto Artis since I don't use Oak in any of these fights. The free resets in this game really are great. I enjoy not being penalized for messing around with different team compositions and trying stuff out, so it makes it pretty easy to do. This fight I also usually manual Maserati on the higher difficulties because he heals all over the place. Or he'll center the heal on the one that needs it the most. So he's a good candidate for manualing. I would love to manual Emma to make sure that she doesn't do her ult into the shield, but between Maserati, Rez, there's no way to do Emma effectively as well. So what I've tried to do is time it the first time. Not really much there. And then just hope it stays on cadence with the shield after that. That was first. We'll go through and we'll do hard here. I was able to one key this without much trouble last time, so hopefully it is the same this week. Heading on through. I haven't tried this team against this guy. I don't remember what progress was made on this last time. It just didn't end up mattering because we had enough damage either way. But the Gautier Pain Rune combo seems pretty good. Now once Bailey's leveled up, the rest of the way, it'll be so much better in here. I'll actually have the survivability that should let's take a couple levels off of this guy, assuming I can still get the shield cost down without him. If not, I'll try him in that team and just see what works best. After that big summoning session, I definitely have more options for heroes this week. EO doing competitive damage, despite being mythic. Just an impressive hero overall. Okay, well that's gone. Shield boss is never a problem on this difficulty. I do think I have an extra Senway and some shards, so before we attempt the Hell boss, I will go get him one more evolution level. I kind of want to use this as a gauge of where Score and Hattie in terms of damage. I do buff everyone else too. This is such a good hero. I absolutely love everything about that. The aesthetics, the function, everything. The fact that it buffs the rest of the team. But I do have a good Ravenna now as well, so if I can put her in there and just let the rest of the team, and just let her kind of hammer away at the boss, she may end up doing more damage, so that's another potential option here. Just make sure everybody's on auto. Res is not. Res, that's fine. Get the first one off. And I'll just go ahead and auto-res, and it should be fine from here on out. I'm not concerned about this boss anymore. Right, that's why I did it. I'm a dummy. I think we still have time to get this down. I need to actually pay attention sometimes. Emma alt. Attack down also cleared. I'll reapply. And no weapon activation. That wasn't the greatest ult. Should kill the beetle. Completely by accident, but... Okay, messed up the first couple ults, but still works. EX attack, yeah. Nope. Damage reduction, decent. HP percentage, okay, that's good. That's good, potentially. What were those? Defense, yeah, we don't need those. Alright, no, one potential piece out of there. Alright, let's check out this Hell boss. Oh, before we do that, Senway. Make sure I have what I think I do here. Yes, I have one extra Senway. Here, 11. I'm really loving these login rewards this month for the Mimic Soul Shards. They're very, very versatile. Go ahead and find him. Do 49 of those. Could wait and just get them from Rise of Heroes, but there's a couple levels left, and I usually blow a lot of resources trying to push Altar each week, just to maximize gains from there. If I can start getting those, the Gene Hybrid fragments from there each week, it'll be very, very nice. So, all right, that's done. That was it. So we're gonna come back in here. and just do a test run first to see how all the teams perform. I did go ahead and, like I said, talent out Leo as most I can. I'm hoping to at least like knock 1 or 2 levels off this guy. They did better than I was expecting, so a little bit of hope there. This one I would love to actually down the boss. If I don't, I'll swap out Skewer and Hattie like I said before and try a couple other options in there. Also Hercules, you know, we're just going to swap out Hercules right now for Artis and see what happens there. And then this team, we're going to go in ahead with that. Let's give it a try. See, Bailey just takes a ton of damage. But even if he just helps burst it down a little bit at the start, that could be all it takes. The real goal would just be getting probably 2 levels off of this guy. Yeah, don't need to control your ult. Okay, he's doing things. There goes number 1, who Lyran down as well. Great, you guys are just going to have to keep shielding yourselves and see what happens here. Yeah, Leo already does so much work. Creed always does, right? I think we have a decent chance. A couple mil. Randall managed to immune that with his passive. That's nice. Yeah, look at this. Alright. Another ×4. That helps. So we're actually going to run out the timer. Huh. Not bad. Cooldown's almost more important than anything else. I can try to heal through it. So here's the test. Can Artis survive at all? Hercules did need the shielding. Hercules did well with the shielding. But if we can pump out the damage better this way, then maybe it's a net gain. I feel like he's not going to live long enough for it to matter, though. Time is decent there, a little behind. Okay, get 1 more defense down, and then see if it all falls apart from here. If he starts to target Hattie, that would not be good. Are doing good damage. It's going to be a close one. Shield is out there. Skewer and Hattie are down. Oh, that was so close. I'll see how the final boss goes. If we can get to the 36 mil mark, I'll probably just play with it next time, and if it doesn't, I may consider restarting and trying that again to get just a little more damage out of it. Make sure the autos are where we need. That's off. That's on. Stay off. Okay, it's there. Of course, Emma's going to ultimate the shield. Over. Okay, I think from now on it should sync up better. Oh, Mark, why are you attacking that head? You can't kill that head. Need to get down a little below 70 mil. After the shield drops, shield's down. Remember, I have to be healing. Ah, Mark. Potmark might have to go if he keeps this up. Nope, almost wasted that one. Serena is not going to be good. That. I don't think this is going to be quite enough here. 76. So no, we're still at 27. That was a bit of a mess there. Let's see what we can do that's maybe a little more optimal here. The first team was good. Second team was really close. I like to make 2 changes at once, but I don't think Artis was. You know what? One change at a time. We'll stick with that rule. If this doesn't go better, then we'll try Hercules in that spot. Skewer's going to buff everyone else's damage, but Ravenna just does a lot of damage now. Oh, and that would have made a difference. I was keeping this one for Taylor because he is still my top DPS, but in the back row, those two. Ultimate. Oh, I wonder if that actually makes a difference. All right, we're gonna do this again. Down below. Need to get more evos into score. It'll make a big difference. This one does 3. The basic attack. That is really big for Kalaza. I'm wondering if this might be better. One of the few that can be procced and then actually benefit the summoners afterwards. Give that a shot. Okay, we're gonna try this and see if the combo here can make the difference. If we can get rid of that shield, then all of the Emma manualing and whatnot is. I think that'll raise the damage significantly because even with the level 1 shield, it just wasn't quite enough. Make sure prototypes are right. I don't have a good one for this group. Flashpoint is still the play there. That's the right Gautier. Yes, for Bailey, middle crit, for Assassin, they're positioned right. Might be an argument for running Coronate. This group. We'll try. If it doesn't work, that could be another potential change. Another couple of weeks and I'll just be able to come in here and nuke it down and it won't matter as much, but for right now still need to go through the testing and see what works. It's down. Maybe it's to spin through. Bailey of course targets the ads. Lost them a little earlier than last run. As long as I can get that next level of the shield off there, it's fine. Oh, well that was fun. My headset decided to power off for no apparent reason, so 7 seconds. Let's see if we can get this last little bit away, and we did. All right, cool. So still good here. All right, moving on. see if powering up the summons does more than powering up Taylor. Always questionable. I feel like we're so close. Couple little things here and there. Honestly, one more evolution level in Scourge and Hattie would be plenty enough to do it, but maybe 2. Haven't quite gotten to invest in them yet. Oh wow. Wow, that okay. Well, that's the that's the team for this boss now. What happened to that thing's health? I think it must have been that commander. So significant improvement here, auto there, yep, and you. So we're looking for 103. Want to get to about 67. I'm saying that more for me than anybody else, because I will forget. Emma, go ahead and do your ult. And have another. Let's get the regen ticks going. I'm gonna wait and double up again. Generally the halfway point has kind of been my guide for do I... I'll double ult with Emma or not. Until meteors. Get them all? I get them all. Bailey's getting my resources right now. After that, it'll be Masrani, because he's very close, and his EX30 will be so huge. Oh, Mark, I swear, bring you to do defense down on the boss. So much better this time though, with that shield down. One change, you're actually paying attention. It's crazy how much that helps. About to do his meteors, I'll leave it. Do you? Alright. 71. Serena's down, so on the timer now. We're gonna hurry up and get damage done. There we go, 65. That should put us in 3 key territory. All right, 43. Awesome. That should be consistent now. What do we get? Resist, damage reduction. I have... I've thought about putting this set on Artis at some point, just to try it out, because he doesn't do much damage anyway. I loved him so much at the start, but he just seemed to fall off a cliff very quickly. Oh, attack, substat, and accuracy. This could roll well for Emma. Defense. Okay, fine. I guess technically Artis, but yeah. All right. Well, that is awesome. Let's see if we can do it a couple more times and actually down the Hell Boss for the first time. We'll also see if the second team is consistent, because that'll be interesting to watch as well. The first one seems fairly solid, just to reduce that damage. Just enough that we can survive an extra one. Bailey almost gets killed every time. definitely props to those who figured out this strat the first time. Definitely doing work up here. If I had another or a little more healing, could make the difference, but I guess we're already into 3 key territory. There goes Bailey. Then now they just have to shield tank it. Honestly, I wasn't thinking that Randall's passive would do as much work as it is. He has that, or that talent rather, to ignore damage every now and then, and that's coming clutch for avoiding this AoE. A little more guys. There we go. Alright. I was getting nervous right there at the end. His survivability in this boss is well, of course he dies right as I was saying that, but it's impressive. Alright, second boss. And hey, Artist gets to stay in a team. Well, if this much time as his head left last time, it's possible that Hercules might even do better here, but it's alright. For a while I was like, oh, you're all putting your attacks into the shield and it's no good, but this shield doesn't have an expiry like the other one does, so it's going to be up no matter what. You have to blast through it. So not really any point in trying to min-max attacks around the shield. That Colossus damage though. Guy, you put in work. No, nothing much on him either. I think he's EX10 at this point. Same as Taylor. Actually, my Taylor is also only EX10. So yeah, that look at that, just taking the shield right down again. Consistent. I like it. This one, okay, they're set appropriately. Go, even if I only get 30, should be fine this time. Do your first ult. Attack down doesn't seem to make a huge difference, to be honest. It certainly doesn't help, but defense down, good. Keep out mark for attacking the correct target this time. So this one. That one. Alright, we'll just hold that for a couple more. Oh, the res blew out of it, but that's fine. Res, jump back in. So now he's... I always wondered if this would happen. Res, you dumbass. Why are you over there? Is he gonna go in a full circle around? Just a second. Well, not that. Serena, keep us alive. May as well make use of this ult. Good job, Rez. Just hang out over there. That's wait for the last one to hit. Alright. But to be fair, keeping Serena alive is not the worst thing in the world. I would rather let him do more damage, but still hit the numbers. Yeah, that wasn't going to be a high damage run. Okay, so res occasionally unreliable. Brave, yeah, it'd be confused. Peace. Yep. Turn that into something else. Don't need that many gluttony sets. One more, and we'll call it a wrap. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. I don't know why I insist on checking them every time, but I do. It would be nice to at least be able to fast forward through the first 2 bosses, although it is a once-a-week commitment, so I suppose it's not the worst thing to watch your teams that you spend time crafting. See if res rules the right way this time. Bailey is now back in range, that's good, not just standing off there kind of staring at things. More time in Leo. Maybe. Rez will definitely get an upgrade. Should be able to pick him up on Arena Reset to tomorrow. Good. Decent damage on this guy. I like this strat. I really do. It's the only way that I've seen so far to not get one shot by the first AoE, right? Because you bring in AoE damage dealers and it just, they die. There seems to be no way to stop that. Unless you potentially bring in Masrani for the damage immunity, but I don't think that's really gonna do enough. It's just more about staying alive longer, and Vanguards and Assassins with Gautier do have an advantage there, so well done on that strat. And it CCs the little bugs, so all in all, it's a pretty good way to go. At least if you're not already. Although, to be fair, by the time you get to be able to do that, there's a good chance you're already just blowing up the boss, but for other accounts that maybe in a position like mine can get some use out of it. Ah, it's just so good just watching it get shredded. Still, yeah. Taylor and Collazo. Yay. Shields can't stop us. And now we kill Hellboss for the first time ever. May also be able to kill the bug for the alt refresh, but it doesn't seem to be necessary really. It's always been a little too difficult to kill to be worth, from what I can see. Oh, no weapon activation. Might as well see the little teal numbers pop up. Emma. Yeah. All right, that feels really good. Get that down. Get the. So I'm understanding the reward structure correctly there. Damage reduction, light slit. That no terrible subs, but potentially okay. HP, not bad. Yeah, not good. Flat and flat. But got some stuff. Got the boss down. So I'll be doing 3-1-1 for now. I've seen people say it's the best way to do it. Even at the end, I'm not sure. I mean, the 3 challenge rewards here. What 1 to 3, 1 to 2, better gear versus like a 2-1-1-1, where you get I think a few more tickets but worse gear and some of the purple runes. But it seems like you usually have enough purple runes anyway. So we'll take a quick look through the heroes that I was using for there for anyone curious. Crete, of course, is just being Crete. Doesn't do much. He's very tanky. 2.2 mil HP. Good defense. Level 199 because, dear God, that's a lot of Rubelite. I always leveled up my heroes right before Altar as well, so I blew through most of the resources I had, even opened some to get them up high enough. Emma's sitting 65k attack in Gluttony and Hero sets. In there, I do really like the Gluttony on her. Damage was somewhat of an increase. I think I struggle with the substats, but she does the job pretty well, and just a super fun champ. She is EX30. She's my only EX30 right now, but well worth it in my opinion. Paired with the Gluttony set, getting the additional auto attacks to keep weapon activation up the full time just made such a huge difference. Serena's typical. Who else do we have that's interesting? Senway. Senway is full attack. That is what the Shadow inherits, so we don't really worry about the crit or crit damage, even though he does have attacks of his own. We just follow the school of attack for that guy. Kalaza. Kalaza's an interesting one. He does buff his own crit rate. I've gone some crit rate, high crit damage. I just kind of focused on that. So he is in crit damage gloves, and then just attack everything else. Except EX10, but gains that additional crit damage as well, so it just kind of keeps scaling. Potentially it could do better switching a little bit more into attack. I'm really not 100% sure on what the optimization is there, and it's hard to tell with the randomness of it, but I just this week went through and maxed out his talents as well. So he got the additional 1 crit rate bonus, crit damage there, got maxed attack, so a significant boost there, and that really did seem to help a lot on that boss. Let's see, Randall here is not in that great a gear, honestly. I did a little bit of regearing on him this morning. I'm just kind of running out of decent pieces. I farm Disa 15 all the time, and it's just a struggle. So a little bit of crit damage is a little high in the crit rate, but it's fine. He self-buffs attack a little bit more. So he's kind of in mixed sets, 1 of each. But again, it got the job done. He did decent damage. And then Taylor, the other star, the second boss. So he's 42k attack. Pretty good crit rate, fairly high crit damage, because I have him in 2 crit rate sets, so I'm running crit damage gloves on there. Again, struggle with substats on some of these. This one was decent. A couple crit rate rolls in there. Crit rate, 1 crit damage roll, and EA EX defense. This one is probably one of the better pieces on my account. Crit rate set, triple crit rate subs, amazing. Double crit rate sub here with attack. And then some more attack here. And a little bit of HP. But Taylor does work. Still using him in was the Tarot Dome as well. I just don't have much for melee champs to get the job done there. So I think with that we've covered most of the major heroes there. Oh, I guess Leo would be the other one. He is geared at this point. Attack with a little bit of HP. I'm running damage reduction, and then I got some attack subs on here, so I just threw that on. Probably with more evolution levels, they can lean more into the attack side of things and he can self-sustain. But for right now, in the couple places I'm using him, it seems to help a little bit to have just a little bit more survivability because, again, it's low base stats at this point. So I think now that covers most of the ones that I was using today. So awesome. Well, we managed to down Hellboss for the first time. So very, very cool. Pretty stoked about that. Hoping for some good rewards from the pieces after reset. Wish you all best of luck on your altar runs as well. Thanks for watching.